Good morning, everybody. Happy Easter. What better way to celebrate the rising of Jesus Christ than through some murder? Murder, murder, kill, kill. Good old video game fashion. We shall respawn. Want you all to remember, Brandon died as Brandon lived. Gaming. Little bit of Sunday dinner. Daughter and my mother going to church. So I got time to play with myself. As in the game. My girlfriend did not watch some of these videos. No, she did. Oh, never mind. She did. She flipped me off. One Instagram reel. His girlfriend is laying on his lap while he game, eating some chips. He didn't want to get the control messed up, so he rubbed it in her hair. I thought that she put a thumbs up. She flipped me off. I love you. She flipped me off. My girl, she gave me a thumbs up. Like, you did not watch that shit. Just that type of guy. Sometimes my love language is, what if I'm a jerk? Not that I would be, but what if? There's some jerk shit I would do. I wouldn't do that, but I understand the struggle. Hey, Bitch is always tripping. What the fuck? That nigga teleport? Gotta be black to run that fast. I joke. I kid. Trying to be funny. We all know that serial killers are white. I don't know. I don't know. Hands up. I do not want to have this conversation this morning. I don't know. Most serial killers are white. Most mass shooters are black, even though white people get the credit. Always trying to whitewash the black man out of history. School shooters are white, but mass shootings happen by the blacks. Park shot up. Black. A block shot up. Black. Party shot up. Black. Club shot up. Black. Anytime there's a mass shooting, 90% of the time it's a black person. Anytime there's a school shooting, it's a white person. But mass shooting, it's a black thing. Like drive-bys. Hey, I get it. We shouldn't try to take credit for everything. But that don't make it less true. Oh! Oh! Don't hit me like that. It's true. Even glorified in the music. You can come around, shoot your whole block up. Shoot at the cops because I ain't going to lock up. Going on a high-speed chase, blasting. The whole time I'm laughing. I spray your whole block up. I know, there ain't no grain of salt. It's the truth. Mass shootings are done by blacks, while school shootings are done by the whites. A black could have a gun in the school, maybe even a Hispanic. But the whites are the only ones with the balls to pull it. Somebody shooting up a house party, not a mass shooting. Somebody shooting up a balloon release, not a mass shooting. Somebody shooting up a club, not a mass shooting. It's just truth. The blacks. Beach gets shot up. Not a white guy. There was a shooting at the beach. They'll call it a shooting, but they won't want to call it a mass shooting. It's a mass shooting. Shooting into the masses. When there's a crowd, shoot into the crowd. It's a mass shooting. Only the right way to describe it. Usually here's how the report goes. There was an altercation between two men. One of the men left. Came back with a gun, firing into the crowd. Into the crowd. Into the crowd. Into the crowd. Yeah, that's a mass shooting. 4 people were shot. 1 died. And the dog ran away with the spoon. That's a mass shooting. Might not want to hear it, but it's the truth.
Want something you have?
Excuse me.
You say I'm feisty, but I'm not even feisty. I'm just like feisty.
So, yeah. Dare you to call me a liar? Most serial killers are white. School shooters are white. I think it's half and half when it comes to cult leaders. Official cults, they're cool cults, usually led by whites. But those shiesty black pastors are cult leaders. Who's shiesty without the mask? Yes, sir. And God, told me last night that 4 people in the congregation are going to give me $1,000 to help pay off my taxes. And then 4 women are going to come up here and bust it open for the Lord. Yep, sounds about right. See, it's easy to not want to believe shit when you bring God into it. Like, ooh, you can't say that. You gonna go to hell. And that's what makes it such the perfect cult. Cause ain't nobody gonna say shit. That ain't a secret between 2 friends. It's afraid of being told you said some blasphemous shit just because you like, I think the pastor tripping. Afraid of going to hell because you like the pastor tripping, man. What you mean? He said the fastest way to get the guy is to beat him off. If I beat him off, the Lord will forgive me for my sins. I don't think that's how it works. But he the pastor. I don't know what to believe. Just know I ain't gay. You wouldn't be gay for the Lord? If it took you to get into heaven was to beat off the pastor, you wouldn't take that route to get into heaven? And that's cult talk. What if you had to beat off your pastor to get to you be forgiven for your sins? Would you do it, or are you going to hell in a handbasket? If it was in the Bible, and it said the way to get to heaven is to beat off your pastor, good old hand job. Would you do it? Tough call, huh? How many heathens do we have in the house today that refuse to beat off their pastor? Because I'm a little older. I can only get 3 people into heaven a day. Morning, noon, and night. If I keep my blood sugar up, I might be able to fit in one more. If it was written in the Bible, said that's the only way to get into heaven, would you do it? Not the only way, but that's the way to be forgiven for your sin. Or would you be like, that's between me and God. Fuck that. Hands up. I mean, there's people in jail for life for murder till they die. I'm pretty sure on their deathbed they're like, you know what? Father, ready to be forgiven for my sins. Beat off guys anyway. What would you do? Hey, I didn't make the rules here. I didn't make the rules to the code. You got to just follow. Not saying all churches are cults. But some are ran like cults. What would you do? What would you do? Open the door, you motherfuckers. I think that's the exit. Exit. Actually want to go up here. That was really why I came back. Fuck those guys. Let's go, sweet cheeks. Me and you. Imagine being like, I got beef with churches. I don't have a beef with religion. I don't got a beef with God, you know, but I do got beef with churches. Imagine being told you're not welcome in God's house because you don't pay your tithes. That your prayers are less important because you don't pay tithes, which are just church taxes in a different word. That's how close it is to being a cult. God said you got to pay taxes to the church, but the church don't pay taxes. And you want to tell me it's not a cult? Instead of just saying the only way the church survives is off of people's donations. They say that God said. That's my beef. Like, it's so much predatory practices. I can't be a member of the church. I'm not welcome in God's house unless I pay my tithes. Imagine that. You get to the pearly gates. Like, oh, your record is spectacular. You lived a wonderful, good life. But this tab, who's going to pay this tab? Shows here from 2020, 2026, never paid your tithes. You just can't have poor people in the heaven. When I say it, you like, oh, you're over exaggerating. But no, I'm not. You could want to say I'm over exaggerating, but you can't be a member of the church if you don't pay the tithe. How are you going to try to hold my connection with Jesus and God hostage by demanding some fucking money? Right? Because I'm not making this shit up. If I was making this shit up, then you got a valid argument to want to be mad. I'm not mocking it. I'm stating facts. Is it not a fact? You can't be a member of the church if you don't pay your tithes. Go to church for a month. That following that first Sunday, pay up or you can't come here type shit. They're not gonna say you can't come here, but that's gonna be the vibe. Aren't we like Jesus was crucified wrongly? Now they like put him up on the cross, leave him on the cross. This is an example of you could tell the truth, but should you? Let's go, baby. I mean, look, Bible's a little gay anyway. Just a little bit. No women wrote anything in the Bible. There are no books written ever in any Bible by a woman. Just a little sus. You know? Then they got a habit of touching little boys. Now this is just stretching. Remember, this is rated TV and mature audience. The views expressed here are not exactly the views of Gab Games or Dead by Daylight. It's not even necessarily the views of Brandon Gordon Gab. It's just here for entertainment and discussion. Talk about it. So, back to what I was saying. Just there's no books in the Bible written by women. Either women don't belong in heaven, which doesn't sound like a heaven I want to go to. They're the devil, and nobody wants to burn forever in hell. Or something's a little sus. To be like, shit. Women are women. Women has had influence over a lot of major events. just throughout history. To say that no woman has had influence over the Bible throughout, like, anything to me has got to be, it's false. Personal. Men fight wars over women. You know, men has killed other people over women. And you gonna tell me no woman inspired a man to do anything godly? It's sus to me. That's just sus. God that ain't never talked to no woman. No, you sure God's not gay? A lot of guys who grew up in the church and are church guys are a little effeminate. I have been delivered. I mean, we all been saved somewhere. I've been saved, been reborn, you know? Just saying, don't shoot the messenger. I'm not here to convince nothing. I'm not here to change your religious stance. That's not what this is about. This is about discussion. I believe in God 100%. Believing in heaven and hell. And, you know, my views aren't necessarily the typical views, but I have my beliefs. And I want to live righteous enough to make it to heaven. But, you know, just because I question what is doesn't mean that, you know, I don't accept God into my life. Personally, is Jesus the Son of God? Because, you know, depending on your religion, they're like, you got to accept Jesus Christ as the Son of God in order to make it to heaven. I believe in God. I believe the part where God says, there is only one God, none shall be worshipped as God. Jesus is not God. So to put Jesus on that pedestal as God, because people are like, they're the same thing. No, they're not. You can't be the Son of God and be God. You know what I mean? Jesus was man. He was of human flesh and bone. A voice of God, maybe. A messenger of God. You know, a voice of God, yeah. A messenger of God, yeah. I could give him that. I could give him everything short of godlyhood. Because Jesus was a man. Just truth and facts. You know, there's only one God. None shall be worshipped as God or above God. There's only one. So, Son of God, sure, give you that title. But people worship Jesus as God. that is false. You know? So we can fight over that all day. But no, it's just I don't know. It's a little weird. Even at the Last Supper, there were no chicks. Last Supper sounds like a hell of a guy's night out. They got in some trouble. Judas snitched. Who was it that shit in the sheriff's shoe? It was Jesus, I swear. No, that's over exaggerating and stuff, but I'm just saying. It's only one God. But, Jesus died for our sins. This is why they're like, Jesus died for our sins. As a person who's gotten in trouble for a lot of people fuck ups, sound like they set Jesus up. And when Jesus needed somebody to step up for him, like, nah, that wasn't Jesus, that was me, because Jesus was on his last leg. Nobody stepped up for him. Jesus died for y'all sins because y'all fucked up. It's like they pinned the body on him. I know what you did last summer. They were all out riding a chariot. They hit somebody. Jesus was the one that took the fall. And like Jesus died for our sins, man. We're never going to talk about it again. Shall we never talk about it, Cindy? That like Jesus was the most righteous. He ain't never going to get in trouble. They ain't going to get Jesus ain't going to get in trouble, man. Look, Jesus, we need you to take the rap for this one. I can't. Take the rap for the last two. Rapture. Sure. Take the rap, sure. Hellfire, brimstone, and fury. Man in charge or woman in charge. Like Jesus, they love Jesus. Jesus ain't gonna get in trouble, man. Feed the poor, heal the blind. You know? You sit with the sick and read them fucking books and shit in the hospital. Jesus ain't gonna get in trouble. Need you to take the blame for this, Jesus. Fine. Oh shit. I did not expect them to go that far. Think we should step in? We all know who did it. Judas. Say something, man. Fuck no. They gonna put me up there. That was the one instance where speaking up and telling the truth like a Saturday special probably would have saved Jesus' life, because the ruling class would have been like, maybe we're too quick to jump the gun. We should have did a full investigation. We almost killed the man. We almost killed the wrong man. Willing to jump the gun. But But Jesus ain't no snitch. No snitching. That's why the black community's so into no snitching. Because of the code of Jesus. It's open for interpretation. That's how I choose to interpret it right now. You know, I've been cast out, left for dead. Have I done some shit? Sure. But have I done most of the shit that they like? Hey, it was him. It was him. No. But I was always helping people and doing all this other shit. I'm like, I ain't gonna get in this, but y'all gonna get in more trouble than I will. Put the blame on me. Then one day I just got the rap for being a bad guy. They're like, we know that ain't you. We know you're not a bad guy. We don't get it. We don't get it at all. How you go from this to this? It don't matter. It's where I'm at now. That's how people view me. Even though I just helped a motherfucker get their cat out of a tree last week. I know that wasn't you. Nigga, I was there. I know it ain't you. You ain't speak up for me. No snitching. Motherfuckers will watch you burn and go down before they speak up. So, like I said, grain of salt. I wasn't there. But just putting two and two together. That's what it sounded like to me. But y'all remember to pay y'all tithes though, or else you ain't getting into heaven. I gotta go take out the trash. I'll be back. I want y'all to sit and think about that one. Fuck up my keys. I'm back. Told the lady at the house I'd have the trash out by the time she got back from church. Before I forget and push the time, let me do it. But anyway, grain of salt. I don't mean to offend anybody's coat. I really don't. No, all the cool coat always got some fucked up stipulation. Like over here, I can have 5 wives, but I can't eat bacon. That's a fucked up decision to make me make. Over here, I can have 5 wives, but I can't live with technology. That's a fucked up decision to make. Fucked up. If we were with Jesus, following that path until he was like only one bitch per household, I was like, fuck that shit. I need more bitches. Just ain't fucking with the bacon. Because Islam and Christianity favor a lot. Just like Christianity and being a Catholic favors a lot. There's just certain things, certain rules that you can't fuck with. And like, fuck what you talking about. Yeah, you can eat bacon. But what you can't do is eat pussy. How many women were leaving that religion, turning that religion slightly gay? Then there's all the religions we haven't heard of. Excuse me, sir. Where the fuck? Lost it. Run, bitches, run! Was you join the religion? The only rule is Can't eat coochie. You can't have your coochie ate. Damn. Then goes back to you can't eat pork, no snitching. Stay away from the pigs. The biggest religious gang in prison, Muslims. Muzzle him. Don't say shit. Muslim. Like the more I say it, the more it does sound like that. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I get certain things, but then I don't get certain things. So, I mean, like, look, in the religion, you're guaranteed bitches, but it's like a mystery pack. You never know what you're gonna get. Shit. Like opening a pack of Pokemon cards. You know, they do the prearranged marriages and shit, so you're guaranteed to get bitches. Even if you're not the greatest at talking to women, even if you're not the most desirable, even if you're not the richest, every man's guaranteed a bitch. You just don't know what she looked like until you get her home. Excuse my language, ladies. Not that all women are bitches. Not that all bitches are women. It just sounds better when you say it like that. That's why women call each other bitches. Something about the word bitches. When used properly. Not you stupid bitch. You can't say bitch with bass in your voice when you're talking about bitches. You gotta say bitches like a pimp. No, it's bitches. Not bitch. Bitches. You gotta take the harshness out the word. But anyway, in the religion, every man is guaranteed a bitch from prearranged marriages. Young, old, hot, not, don't matter. Guaranteed a bitch. The only trick is, like opening a pack of Pokemon cards, you never know what you're gonna get. never know what you're gonna get. Ooh, I like the rapping in this one. You unhook her. I said unhook. You on the rapper? She looked like Ellen DeGeneres. But Ellen isn't ugly. She's not the greatest looking. No, and then like Pokemon cards, you can always get another pack, given you got the right amount of money. I don't like this unboxing. How many more goats we got? We got 2 more goats. Well, use one of those to get another Pokemon pack. Might get that rare Pikachu. So, you know, grain of salt. Grain of salt. Just saying. But every man's guaranteed a woman. And nobody know if you got an ugly one or not if you don't say nothing. Because her ugly ass got to stay in the room. They got the boys over. We gonna watch the Lakers game. Keep your ugly ass in the room, baby. Just saying. Just saying. Nope, I'm gonna take these 30 seconds. Hold game hostage. Damn. Sounds like a good religion. But, I don't know. Take off that mask, that bitch look like Squidward. How about the fault? You're Mr. Squidward. It ain't about personality. It's just about having a bitch by your side. Because if it was about personality, they'd be like, and get to know these bitches first. But you don't get to know these bitches first. They walk up to you, this is your bitch. Hi, I'm your bitch. Take it or leave it. Fuck it, come on. Get home. Open up the mystery box. Oh, shit. It's Halle Berry. She don't know the difference between good dick and not. That's how she become a second wife. First husband dies. Send that bitch back to send manufacturer. We got a 2-bitch special. One slightly used. It's usually they give you one that's not used. She don't know the difference between big dick, little dick, good sex, bad sex. Like this one slightly used. One owner. Previous owner died. You wanna, instead of giving us a goat, all we require is a chicken. Like for one chicken? You sure? Here's a goat and a chicken. Now you got two bitches. One slightly used, one never been used. Now the question is, can the women touch each other? Because they're really against homosexuality. Bad for the religion. So you got two pictures that you can swap in between, but they can't touch each other. No sexy lesbian action. The Muslims are very anti-gay. So no sexy lesbian action. Oh, come on! We passed those days. Be your own people. Homosexual activity is same-sex interrelations. So if I gotta give up my bacon, no bitches better not be touching each other neither. Damn right, I'm gonna be like Judas. I'm snitching. Oh. Either give me bacon to keep me quiet, or I'm telling you, they gonna behead these bitches. So either you give me bacon, or you lose your wives. God damn, this man knows how to bargain. Wait, how you know? Your masked woman knows my masked woman. Which one is yours? The one with the mask. Touche, my nigga. Touche. It's a hijab. I know what it's called. I'm not here to get that deep while we're keeping it surface. You know, I get it. I'm not against it, but I am against it. Here's why I'm against it. Because I'm all for, hey, you shouldn't, judge a woman based on her body and what she wears. But at the same time, it's not like you're allowed to get to know these bitches' personality. Excuse my language, ladies. Again, not bitches, but just for sense of talk. Because of the way the religion's set up, you're not even supposed to get to know these motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? It makes it better. Makes it a little easier on the killer. It makes it a little harder on the survivors. If everybody's doing one fucking thing, we're gonna have generators popping off left and right. Bing, 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 bing. Match over. That ain't fair for the killer. Who's one person gotta pin 4 people 3 times. In all sense of fairness, working together as a team don't necessarily work. Or it makes the match last a little longer. Unhand me!
You are a worthy companion,
Oh. That's a scary movie without a few deaths. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Right now we're talking religion on Easter Sunday. And it's going to get a little shaky. It's going to get a little slightly offensive. Again, it's not made to offend. It's made for entertainment. It's made for discussion. So, grain of salt. We're not here to put anybody down. If anything, we try to uplift each other here. That's the environment I want to create. So you have to be mature and be willing to give into the discussion. If it's something that you don't necessarily agree with, but everybody in here all kumbaya, and you're like, hold up, somebody got to be devil's advocate. If you're in the comments and you want to enter the discussion, just type in devil's advocate and put your opinion, just to give an opposite opinion for us to have the discussion. Get what I'm saying? Or we instead of saying devil's advocates, because nobody wants to be the advocate for the devil, be like, grain of salt. You know, just to interject and give an opposing opinion or opposing view. It don't even got to be opposing, just to give a different point of view. But we're not here to put people down. We're here to, you know, come together, discuss, share mindsets, and, you know, entertain each other a little bit. Speaking of entertainment, please, I would prefer everybody to be 18 and older. If you want to entertain me by showing me some titties, don't tell my girl. But I look. Make sure they're legal. Nobody needs to go to jail here. Mature audience, 18 and up, please. This video is not made for children. None of my streams have been made for children. If your child's watching this, you should have been watching. You're like, hey, what you watching, little motherfucker? Oh, that's cool gameplay. What'd he say? Titties. I like titties too. Are they showing titties? Don't let your mom see. I'm just saying, at least you're involved. That's all I'm saying. Don't blame me when you should have been involved. So anyway, everything here is for entertainment, discussion, and sharing minds, views, and opinions. Because none of this shit is set in stone, except the Ten Commandments. But anyway, what shall we attack next? Buddhism. Not attack, but discuss. Buddhism. I think it's Buddhism, where they become eunuchs, aka transgenders. They cut off their balls. They're like the best way for a man's enlightenment to peace is to not fuck bitches. You want peace, leave those bitches over there and don't have kids. They'd rather cut off their balls for their peace. They're not necessarily gay. You know, they're what some people would call beta males. Like, we can all get along. We ain't got to fight. All the extra aggression ain't really that. No, it ain't that here. But I'd rather remove their balls than deal with the stress of bitches. You know? A lot of religions that's like, if you want peace, a lot of paths to enlightenment is to say fuck sex. Which isn't entirely untrue. I found my peace by going 3 years celibate. Worked on myself. You know? Myself, my health, my daughter. You know, work on myself and my family. Don't worry about these bitches. And I've lived in a lot more peace. Most women that become crazy cat ladies, you know, they're all like celibate. They gave up sex for the most part. But you see, the secret is it's not sex that you're giving up. Giving up sex is the doorway. Because it's not sex you're giving up. It's trying to live for somebody else. Happiness that you're giving up. Once you learn that to chase your happiness, then you become enlightened. No one else can make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. Then once you learn how to make yourself happy, you'll never let another person steal your happiness. When another person can't steal your happiness, then you start to look for what makes you happy in another person. It's a chain effect. But it starts with people feeling they need a person to make them happy. You know? Like they need sex. We all need to get laid. Everybody got the want to get laid and the need to get laid. But, you know, that's a temporary satisfaction. You can get that same satisfaction beating your dick when you're fucking the wrong people. Because you're looking for the satisfaction of busting a nut. You're not looking for longevity. You're not looking for a lifetime of happiness. You're just looking for the short-term satisfaction of busting a nut. Some people don't understand that. You know, and that's why it takes not getting laid for a motherfucker to understand.
It begins.
Cause you're like, you know what? Life has been a lot less stressful trying to please these bitches. My life has become a lot less stressful when I stopped trying to please men. When you stop living for others and you pursue your happiness, you're on a different level.
Enough games.
But, you know, you gotta... That's why I'm like, I'm not giving up video games. My next woman gotta understand, this is my pastime that makes me happy. Bringing in some money, you know, keeping the roof over our head, our bills are paid, gaming, beating up some pussy. Even though I don't want to beat it up, I want to love it. It makes me happy. Family time, of course, and stuff. That goes without saying. But, you know, because it's what makes me happy. Some bitches don't want to see you happy. They want to be the source of your happiness. And these are women that, you know, they haven't found their happiness. So they don't get it. Some women that want to be your happiness. Nigga, don't deserve to be happy if he ain't happy with me. And there's some guys that's like that. Ain't no bitch gonna be smiling if she ain't smiling with me. Because they believe that happiness is external. They don't have internal happiness. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Get what I'm saying? That's why, personally, I'm against, like, for a long time, I didn't allow my daughter to wear makeup. If she didn't learn how to subtly put on makeup right now, sometimes she think I don't notice, but I notice. She's 16. I'm not a fan of makeup. If you do too much, go take that shit off. So she can't do too much with makeup. It's because love yourself. Love the woman, love the person you see in the mirror before you start covering up that woman. No, you don't even see who you are and you want to cover it up with makeup. Some people don't get it. Eventually, they're gonna be looking for something and feel lost. What's up, buddy? They're gonna realize that what they're looking for is themselves. Then you have to take time off. First, you got to take time off to realize it. Do a little searching. And then when you figure it out, you got to take the time to figure out what it is inside yourself that you love, that you're afraid to love, that you're trying to love again. Things like that. No? And you shall rise again. The former you, the you that you were in love with, that the last time you were happy, you will find it. Because you understand your internal happiness. And you will rise again. But some people don't get it. That's fine. You're allowed to not get it. You know, the holy books and the holy texts, they are but one way to enlightenment. The other way is to live. If you never seek enlightenment, or you never have a need for it, you may never find it. That don't mean that you're be like, I don't got a need for it. That don't mean I'm enlightened. That don't mean you're enlightened. just means you don't have a need for it. Enlightenment, man. That's why it's like I don't really care about caring about sexuality a bit. A bit. At some point, you got to be like, you know what? I'm not dealing with that shit. But for the most part, I don't really care. Because who you're fucking has nothing to do with making me happy. Who you fuck don't make me nut. Until who you fuck makes me nut, then we might have beef. Why would I give a fuck if you like it in the butt? That ain't my business. Why would I give a fuck if you know, both are carpet munchers? That ain't my business. Y'all out there bumping pussies. Be angry? That ain't my business unless we fucking. Then I might be a little angry. Disappointed. Why you didn't invite me? Think I wasn't mature enough to fuck you both? You wanted to do it behind my back. Because you wanted to be on some sneaky shit. Rose have been fucking this bitch, baby. Diversion come in handy. Because that's because you wanted to be sneaky. You wanted to be like, hey, baby, I want to add another lady to the room. You might have been like, shit, yeah, cool. I can use some new pussy too. But now you're offended because I'm like, I can use some new pussy too. When you like, you can use some new pussy. And you got a pussy. How you got a pussy wanting new pussy? Pussy you got ain't good enough. But it might not be. So let's try some new pussy together. Now I'm an asshole. Bring that shit this way. shit. I'm an asshole. I just found a bitch. Slowly walking dead. No. But again. Oh! He got a whip. I've been a good boy, Massa. I want no parts of that one. Toby McGuire got bit by a spider. He must have got bit by a goat. But just saying, you know, it's some religions where it's like most religions where it's like you find enlightenment by being celibate because you realize outside of the need to get laid, getting laid ain't what makes you happy. Because some people give their body to a motherfucker, thinking that that's the happiness they seek. And that's not necessarily the happiness you seek. It almost looks like a hooded figure. Now that ain't the happiness you seek. The happiness you seek comes from within. So until you learn that, you'll be unhappy, no matter how many people you sleep with. Then it's sleeping with the right people that make you happy, or right person. Like I said, I'll never date a woman that got a problem with me gaming. Because a bitch on the first date, I like gaming, I like exercising, you know, I like fucking. Three likes. Gaming, exercising, and fucking. If you don't like either of those, we might have a problem, man. If you got a problem with either of those, you gotta hit the streets. because it's what makes me happy. Hey. Shit. Haha, you suck. Oh. Can't even exercise for fucking. No. Don't take away my gaming. Don't take away my exercise. Don't take away my fucking. It's a lot of women that's like gaming, or people that feel like gaming is for kids. Gaming was for kids. Why would they put a TVMA, a M for mature on there? Why are there some games that are 18 plus? There's some that even says adults only. Make it make sense, Karen. Make it make sense, Karen. It's not your thing. You rather play with people's heart than play with the dicks. No. Like, ain't no man that's still sagging at 30 plus gonna tell me shit about gaming. Nigga, you still sagging. Money don't really mean much in the long run. It helps you live comfortably, don't get me wrong. But in the long run, it don't bring happiness. It don't make the bitches you date better. It don't make the guys you date better. And you can only have so much stuff to fill the void before you realize you're not happy internally. So once you're happy internally, you're like, got more money than I could deal with if you're rich. And you're like, I don't really care for it. It don't, because it's not what makes you happy. Like yesterday, I bought a tiger. I didn't even want a tiger, but I just bought a tiger because I could. And we got to put it down, and I got to use it as a rug. Because I don't want to take care of no tiger. It's a waste of money. Never stop to ask if you should. Just did it because you could. Because it don't bring you happiness.
ready.
So, grain of salt. You know? But I enjoy gaming. That don't mean I don't love my real life. Just outside of, like I said, being active. Not much I like. I don't like people like that. Not that I don't even like people. I just don't like groups of people. I was on the train yesterday ready to spaz out because I was passing by the Cubs, not the Cubs, the White Sox stadium. I guess they had a season opener or some shit. Bunch of White Sox fans hop on the train, drunk as hell. Drunk, loud, fucking just annoyance. On my way to work. An annoyance. Crowded, smelling like beer and shit. Like, what happened? Did motherfuckers get excited and spill beer all over yourself? Why y'all smell like y'all been bathing in the shit? You know? Shit like that. Why I don't like public places. Oh, gosh. It's just not for me. Clubs definitely ain't for me. Because being a black man, it's a 60, 70% chance that there'll be a mass shooting. Just ain't for me. No. And if I go to a primarily white function, might be lynched. Hell am I gonna go hang with the Asians for? I ain't got no tech property. Of course I'm joking, but I'm not. Train assault. The Hispanics. For my El Chapo. Son of a bitch! I accidentally became a cartel leader a while ago. It was on accident. And he's a black man in Mexico. There's no choice but to be elevated to power. They thought I was somebody kidnapped for America. I don't speak Spanish. No Espanol. We speak English, fool. Oh, hey, joke's on me, huh? How'd you know I was the Joker? So he took me to the boss. Boss had to make boss move. You know, say your prayers because he's gonna kill me. But I don't believe in hope. Damn, that's some hardcore shit. That's how I became a chopper. White hand man. Thought me the black hand. Anyway, I don't know how I got distracted like that. Son of a bitch! Oh, you stepped in some shit. That's how you got there. What? You gotta give up sex sometimes to find your happiness. Money is a personal thing. Money is like personal hygiene. You gotta take care of that. That ain't for nobody else to take care of. Nowhere in the Ten Commandments does it say give bitches money. It say pay your tithes or you won't get to heaven. It didn't say give bitches your money or you won't make it to heaven. Son of a bitch. That ain't even part of the Ten Commandments. Means it ain't necessarily mandatory. It's just recommended. Son of a bitch. Not mandatory. It's recommended. Strongly recommended. How many motherfucking... Nope. It just is what it is. If money makes you happy, that's a personal thing. That's internal struggle. That's not external. That's an internal struggle. That's your own personal happiness. It's not an external problem. No, I can't say pussy make me happy. give me some pussy. You know, I like pussy, love pussy, want pussy, but that's not necessarily an external problem. Just because you like pussy don't mean she got to give you pussy. How much do you like pussy? Are you willing to fuck a prostitute? You might not like pussy as much as you think. I'm just saying. I don't know. Because you're looking for an external solution. No? How much do you like money? Are you willing to sell some pussy? See what I mean? External happiness versus internal. Stop moving around, bitch! Could have been healing up. Up, you're on your own. Could have went the other way. You saw him then. Internal, external. No. Alright, how much do you like money? Are you willing to go out there and sell some ass, sir? Put your booty hole in the air with some money? Maybe money might not make you as happy as you think. It's the financial freedom that makes you happy. It's not the money. The ability to not worry about X, Y, Z is what makes you happy. It's not the money. It's the financial freedom. You get it? It's not the money. Because if it was the money that made you happy, you're gonna find your happiness. You know, like gaming makes me happy, but I'm not willing to suck some dick for gaming. Like, I'm not willing to drop $100 on an event just to enjoy Apex Legends. I'm not spending $80 on a full game and then spending another $100 just to enjoy 2K. It don't make me that happy. If it's a good game and the game brings me joy, I'm willing to spend some money. But there is a point of fuck that shit. Get me? There is a point of fuck that shit. Just like this. I'm not gonna be trying to hook 4 survivors in the fucking basement at the same time. That is not enjoyment. You're gonna drive yourself crazy. At some point, you gotta be like, fuck that shit. Because there is people that will try to prey on your happiness. Hey, you like money? Put that booty in the air. Come to a Diddy party. Do you like money that much? Or you not? You like money? Sell that pussy. Matter of fact, let me sell that pussy. Get a lot more money. Do you like money that much? Like today, if they want me to partake in Easter, I'm bringing my system, I'm taking my TV, and I'm sitting in the living room, posting up in the living room. Because quite frankly, you know, sitting there pretending to make small talk don't really work for me. That's why streaming works for me better. Because you can put your comments down and I can choose to say something or not. You know? Be amazed at how many times I've had to fight people just because of my opinion. It's not gonna change my opinion. You fighting me ain't gonna make me change my opinion. Ain't nowhere have I ever had to fight somebody. I was like, you know what? You're right. Goku ain't never fought nobody and turned around and was like, you're right. Usually the aggressor is the one that's in the wrong. Because you were wrong for trying to impose your will on me. I have to believe what you say. I have to agree with what you say, or else we're going to fight. I disagree. Nope. I don't have to agree. I don't want any. You don't have to agree with me. Cool with the discussion. We might come to a general consensus somewhere, or we might not. That's cool, because we just talking and discussing shit. That's the fucking time. What if I told you we really don't give a shit about each other's opinions? We just do it to pass the fucking time. Because we're family or we like each other enough to all sit in the same room. And it's weird for people just to sit there and not say nothing. So we have shallow conversations just to pass the fucking time. You know? We might have some type of enlightenment somewhere. Or hit an epiphany moment as a group. Or maybe even something might be said that helps jog an idea or push an idea. But we all just sit there awkwardly, talk about shallow shit to pass the time, to say that, yeah, I love my family. We sat there and we talked. Ah! So what are we standing there fighting about shit for? It don't make sense to me. Because we had small talk just to be like, I was around people I liked. There is no right or wrong when it comes to opinions and lifestyle. You have your lifestyle and opinion, and I have my lifestyle and opinion. That goes for friends, family, shit, your girlfriend. Like it'll blow your mind if I told you a Democrat and a Republican can live together peacefully under one roof. That's like saying a Lakers fan and a Boston fan can't live together peacefully and love each other. They say they can't. Because it's your opinion that that's the better team. That's what you like. I can respect that. I don't gotta like them motherfuckers. Lakers for life. Smack that. Let's go, baby. Lakers for life. Just because I'm a Laker don't mean I don't gotta not like you because you're a Boston fan. Just when it comes time, I'm gonna wear my Lakers shit, you wear your Boston shit. Yeah, suck it, bitch. No. Bet sexual favors on the table. You do that thing with your mouth I like. The Lakers need. You know what? I'll do that thing with my mouth I like, and I'll let you do butt stuff if the Lakers win. And I don't know. You raise the stakes a little high. No. What if Boston wins? Then you do that trick with the tongue in the ice. And you gotta add a finger or two. And you don't stop until completion. But you take forever.
To face the darkness is to embrace one's destiny.
Get what I'm saying? That don't mean that you can't love each other. No. Only a Sith lives an absolute. You have to agree with me, or else. You gotta agree with shit. No. I'm willing to hear you out. That don't mean that I'm willing to be like change my stance. That don't mean that I'm gonna double down on my stance neither. Just if you want to explain your side, that's cool. I'll listen. May or may not give my input. Like, don't matter to me. It's your life. When we leave this table, you're gonna go live your life. I'm gonna go live mine. That's anybody. It's just how the world works. I don't care if you want to do four dicks as a guy. Like, it's a little whorish for me, but you know, a player's a player, I guess. All depends, giving or taking. If a woman getting fucked by four guys, it's a little whorish. But a woman that got four guys begging out the palm of her hand, it's a player. It's all about position of power. Oh, hey, it's my ex. Shit. So did I ghost her or did she ghost me? Oh, she went to go kill my other girlfriend, my other ex. I told you, baby, we just friends. Oh, that's the current girl. No one's allowed to get close to me, get within 10 feet. Kills everybody. Can't hang out with the fellas no more. All them old bitches gotta go. It's just how I like it. Slightly crazy. Half naked. Quiet. No. Opinion's just opinion. Just gotta make sure that on key shit, y'all agree. Like abortions. Can't be fucking somebody that don't believe in abortion. Hey, baby. That's if you know you don't want kids. And you end up with kids you don't want. Fuck you, a bitch that believe in abortions. Your body, your right, baby, and you're right. Let's get that abortion. No, but that's different. That's a team. That's a team decision. No, that's a decision that affects both of your lives. Like, I prefer a woman who wants to work. I don't care about who makes more, who makes less. We could go 50-50 on bills anyway. We just got to make sure that our bills are within 50-50 parameter. You know? What I mean by that is, if she, that was somebody. You know, let's say I make less, but half of the bills take up 90% of my check. As long as I can cover my half, I'm really cool. The other 10% might save up to buy her something nice, you know, or might buy me a game. You know, 1 month I might buy her something nice for the kids. Next month, I might buy me a few games so that I can sit in the house and save up that other 10%. If I ain't got nothing in the house to do, then I'm in the streets. So I got to make sure I got something in the house to do. Home exercise equipment, stuff like that. 50% of the bills might only be 40% of her check. She got more money to trick off. Might have to do something strange for a piece of change. Baby, baby, baby. I go, oh, you did that thing with the tongue again. You must want a tip. Get what I'm saying? But we could still go half and half on the bills. The reason I prefer 50-50 on the bills is because of home power balance. Anytime somebody pays the bills, whether it be man or woman, they feel that they have the power over the next. I pay the bills in this house, bitch. Shut up and go make me a sandwich. I pay the bills in this house, broke motherfucker. Shut up and go make me a sandwich. That's just the attitude when one person covers the bills. Shut up and go make me a sandwich. I ain't trying to hear none of your shit. You ain't paying no bills in this house, you broke bitch. That's from both sides. Like I say, a bitch is a non-binary word. It's just one of my favorite words for bitches. Excuse my language, ladies. It's a non-binary word. Whoever pays the bills in the house feel like they wear the pants. They use that as a manipulation tactic against the other party. So that's why I prefer my woman to be my equal. You dirty bitch. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't run. Wrong button. That's why I prefer. I don't ever want my woman to feel like she's second class. And I don't ever want to feel like I'm above her because I'm paying all the bills. Because, like I said, it can't be helped. It's just a power dynamic. She could call me a broke bitch. Like, you broke bitch? You ain't never got no money to take me out. Shut up, bitch. All my bills paid. Ah. Touche. Touche, my nigga, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't be here. We ain't never got to worry about a roof over our head. And that's what 50-50 is. If LeBron James, I was going to call him LeBron Wade, if LeBron James and Dwayne Wade didn't share the load on Miami along with Chris Bosh, like Chris Bosh even chipped in to be Big Three, would you, even consider them a Big Three? If LeBron James carried that team, they were a partnership. Hey, nice cheeks, bro. They carried that team together. It's not LeBron James' team. It's not Dwayne Wade's team. It was the Miami Heat. That's what happened when everybody paying their rent together. That's what happened when you split the bills. Get it? Who runs the Justice League? You know, sometimes you like Superman's the face. Sometimes you like Batman's the face. But they split the bills even. So you can't say that either is the leader. Superman, you can't tell Batman, I'm paying the bills, bitch. Shut up and fall in line. The Batman like, bitch, I got my own money. I'm Batman, bitch. That's the power of 50-50.
The Belmont clan stands against the darkness.
But that comes with, again, you know, splitting the bills 50-50. That's why Wonder Woman talks so much shit in the league. She hold her own weight. Tell them both, shut the fuck up, bitches. This your man's. I thought she was your man's. Bitch. But without each other, the league really fall apart. Who you gonna leave the hands in? Aquaman, the Flash, and Green Arrow? They gonna run the league? They ain't gonna run no fucking league. Marvel gonna look at them motherfuckers like, oh, it's sweet over there. You need Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman to hold their fucking weight. Wonder Woman carries so much weight. Name another woman in the Justice League you would replace Wonder Woman with. They all got to be replaced with somebody of equal or lesser value. Well, of equal or greater value. You'd be like, next thing to Batman is Green Arrow. The next thing to Superman, maybe Martian Manhunter, maybe Shazam. The next thing to Wonder Woman is like Canary. And this comes into paying your rent or going 50-50 on the bills. Everybody splitting the bills equally. Like Martian Manhunter is just as strong as Superman, just as fast. I think he's just as fast. Got similar, he got a lot of abilities also, but he's just not Superman. He ain't putting the fear in motherfuckers. He got to shape shift into Superman to put the fear into the villains. Shazam just as strong and as fast, but he falls short of Superman. Like Green Arrow's cool, but he's no Batman. We all know Black Canary ain't moving Wonder Woman from her spot. That's the closest woman you could think of. Like maybe Supergirl, but it's like, I'm sorry. You're a knockoff version of him. Supergirl is a teenage girl always on her period. That's like it was she was modeled after. She don't hold the strength and stature as Wonder Woman. She don't hold the poise. At least animated Supergirl. Right? Like a quick fill-in, maybe. But permanent, I don't know. Be Supergirl, Aquaman, and Green Arrow. Aquaman takes Wonder Woman's space. Supergirl takes Batman's space, and then Supergirl takes Superman's space. Aquaman takes Wonder Woman's space, and Green Arrow takes Batman's space. As your alternate Justice League. Because we know it's big three. But this is what happens when, again, 50-50. Or you split the bills. Like, that's a nasty lineup. But I don't know. Not that it can't work. Everybody will carry their weight equally. But you might have to downgrade from a mansion in Bel Air, to a mansion in the OC. It's just not the same. Like, then Snooki and them live in OC. Like, mansion is mansion. What you mean? I guess. Something about it just feels generic. But that's not the point. I got distracted. The point is, I prefer my women to go 50-50 on the bill. A lot of women don't even know what 50-50 is on the bill. I can't say that. My last chick. Not my last chick. Yeah. Last chick I technically dated. So like Apex. The last chick I technically dated, she when we first were talking about moving in together and all this, This was my first red flag. I should have listened to the big one. I was like, it's like, we can move in together and this and that. Like, how much are your bills? Like, rent is like, no, 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 no. How much are your bills? She's like, rent is no, 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 no. How much are your bills? She kept coming back to rent. She's like, I'm telling you, rent is. Oh my God. How much is rent, electricity, heat? Only thing I don't want to touch, if I can't drive your car, I ain't touching no uh, car notes, and I ain't touching phone bills. How much you pay for internet? I got my own internet, so we got to pay for 2 internet. Like, why we need 2 internet? Because I stream. Household items, how many people live in the house? You gotta have enough. So, how much is your monthly expense? How much is the monthly bills? Rent, gas, electricity, big 3. Gotta add all big 3 together when we talking about splitting the bills. She kept coming back. Rent is, I keep telling you how much the rent is. You're not listening to me. You're not listening. How much are the bills for the fucking house? Not just rent. Now, all together, like, I probably could pay that all together. But we're going to split it down the middle. Get me? So women just don't get it. See, like, the rent is red flag. You're not understanding the assignment. You gonna let me use the car when I want? Take that out. I ain't paying for that shit. That's on you. I don't even want to have the argument about, well, I want to go through your phone because I pay the bill. I keep my phone bill here. Kind of look like seafoodish a little bit too. This definitely looked like that map on Apex. T-Rex. So fellas, if she don't understand the assignment, it's a red flag. Expect Blade to come out of nowhere. Sword. So if she don't understand the assignment, go to street. It's a red flag. She just wants you to pay shit. She don't even understand what needs to be paid. My God, you know what? I can go half on that. I had this much left over. you might be able to have a little cushion to get other shit done. You got any debt? That's when you go into you got any debt. Shit, fuck around. 6 months, baby. You'll be in a better position than you were previous. 6 months. We can clear up both of our debt at the same damn time. We put in the rest of our money. Like, we don't even gotta, like, you ain't even gotta touch my debt. I can pay off my own debt within 6 months. We split the bills. You know? But some people don't know how to walk and chew gum. They don't want to go 50-50. I ain't help building up, no, man. Like, bitch, take that time to build yourself then. Like, shit, split it down the middle, and you build yourself. What can you do with the other half of your rent money that you didn't have
Do
before?
not fear the
Where you was
night.
like, I need a little bit more money. Damn, you got a little bit more money. Are you gonna do what you had in mind, or you gonna be like, I could trick off? Got a little bit more money on top of the little bit you had saved, or you had left. Go get your nails done, get your hair done. When you could have fucking, you know, cleared your debt.
This isn't cool.
Shit, how much is your car payment, baby?
Remember
Here's what you do.
here.
For the next 6 months, you double your car payment. You cut into
I'm
that.
freaking out.
You know, now you a whole year in payments versus a half year. Just shaved off a year in 6 months. Take a whole year, you just paid off 2 years. But you see, some people only got their hand out. They don't even see how the situation can benefit them. I want. Some bitches only want and want and want. Same thing with some dudes. They only want and want and want. You know? You can only talk shit about going 50-50 on bills if you can afford it. How much is your bills? Damn, that's stretching my money. You know, that's still my whole check. I ain't really gonna be able to save shit. So now you gotta figure out if this bitch selfish or not. Like, don't put me in a better or lesser place. You know, anything you put me at a disadvantage. 'Cause I can't even save up enough to be like, just in case I gotta leave this bitch house, I can still get me another place real fast. Like that. 'Cause that's the first thing you should do, fellas. Because she gonna try to convince you to move in with her. Fuck you.
You disappoint me. Is that the best?
She gonna try to convince you to move in with her. That way, she don't gotta worry about getting another place. You're the one that got to worry about getting another place.
I'll see you dead.
So if you move in with this bitch, first thing you got to do is make sure within 2 months you got enough money to move out. That's your emergency fund. That's your emergency fund. In case you gotta leave this bitch, you're not out here stranded. Oh. So after that, you gotta play your position. You know you're gonna leave this bitch. You know, you got money to go search for a new place. Like, I'm moving, bitch. It was already her spot, so you know she could cover the rent by herself. You know what I mean? So you don't have to feel too guilty. She was already covering the rent by herself. This is why you don't live above your means.
What infernal prison is this?
So if you're at the stretch of, if you're already paying what you were paying for in rent, take it with a grain of salt. Because you won't be able to just get you a new place if y'all break up or y'all decide to not, it's not working out. You won't be able to get you a new place. At least not like that. You got to be on somebody's couch for a month and a half or so. So you never want to be at the stretch of your paycheck. Or you know what I mean, your monthly income. You really want to break that shit in half if you can. It's just real shit. This is just real life shit. This ain't about, it's not men versus women, because I'm giving the same advice to women too. If you move in with a man, y'all go 50-50. Make sure it's not at the stretch. You're not stretching your monthly income just to go 50-50, because then you're living outside your means. Because even if let's say he still decides to leave you with the house and everything, you can't afford the house because you already at the stretch paying half the bills. You can't afford that place. So even if a motherfucker left you with the place, just can't afford it. It's not living within the means. So again, even if you do pay half, you might be still putting yourself in the bitch seat. Because you can't pay the bills. Not by yourself. So you riding bitch. That's for anybody. I don't believe that there's a bracket neither, though. Not too much. It all depends. Lifestyle. If you feeling it enough, and you like, this where I want to be, adjustments could be made. For example, if I'm dating a woman, and let's say she move in with me, and my bills put her at the stretch of her check. Her monthly financial income going half with me still puts her at, the stretch her limit for financial income. Then it's up to me to be like, hey, baby, you don't necessarily have to stress about it because I got it. But if you want to stress less, I might be able to, I might know somebody, or y'all might have to look together to put her in a financial position where it's not a stretch. But at the same time, you don't got it if you can't help a motherfucker get it type shit. Like, I'm a manager, but right now it's kind of in words because even though I could recommend a motherfucker for the job, I can't give a motherfucker a job. My recommendation to come with high consideration. Yeah, I can't give a motherfucker the job. Get what I'm saying? So it's like I don't necessarily going around like, yeah, I give you, or I got plugged like that. But you can't, that's what I'm saying, you can't consider yourself a higher up if you can't bring a motherfucker higher up. You can't consider yourself a higher up because you can't pull a motherfucker up. So be careful before you try to, you can't afford my lifestyle. You can't even pull a motherfucker up. You can't afford it. You barely affording your lifestyle. That's why that 50-50 on the rent helped you so much. Barely afford your lifestyle because you can't pull a motherfucker up just to stay stable where you're at. You need that help with the relief. So, position of power. Two people that come together and, like, let's say, like, people want to say same tax bracket. If they both don't know, if nobody knows how to walk and chew gum, none of that shit matters.
Eternal peace.
They're gonna start a lifestyle that's a little bit above their means. For example, let's say two single people paying $1,200 a month for rent apiece. Not just, let's say their monthly expenses is $1,600. And that's excluding phone bills or car. Right, 800 a piece, still leave you with 800, and some motherfuckers will look at it, it'll leave you with 800 a piece. Some people look at it like, oh yeah, I'm about to go get this car, or I'm about to go, I'm gonna buy me this, buy me that, when they're still in debt. If one of you got debt, the first thought from either one of you should be, we should clear up this debt first to understand financial freedom. Then you can't go find a lifestyle, build a lifestyle that you're not ready for yet. You know what I mean? We about to go get all Gucci Louie out. Might travel and all this shit. It's like, ain't nothing wrong with it. Trip here, trip there. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But if you're in debt and you're taking trips, you're living a lifestyle you can't afford. Living a lifestyle you can't afford. 800, we could use 400 of my 800. We could use my 800, for example. 400 for me to clean up some debt, 400 for you to clean up some debt. Then we use your 800 to spruce up around the house. New furniture, things like that, before we even show the world externally that we got. Right? And then that 800 that we were using to clean up debt, like I don't really got no debt. Right now, the only thing I owe 800 to the IRS. That's the only thing I owe. Besides my card right now, and usually when I get paid, I pay that off. And right now, the max I can spend on my card is like $80. But again, after we clear up our debt, 800, we're going to use that 800 to save up for, let's say, a year worth of rent. Or 6 months into rent. If we wanted to get a new place right now, we could go get a new place. We saw a place we like, ooh, I like it. We could go put down on that place. But it still got to be within our parameters of splitting 50-50 and still having XYZ amount. Like, we don't have to level up per se. We might go from $1,600 monthly to $1,800 monthly. So one more 100 a piece get us the same type of apartment in a better neighborhood. Same 1 bedroom in a better neighborhood. $100 a piece. Get us that. Nothing extravagant, nothing too much. Should save up to be able to make a move. And then if you choose to never move, have enough down payment on the home, or that dream vacation, that dream wedding. So gotta have a plan. Like, baby, we're gonna take my 800 and 400 for me, 400 for you. We gonna clean up whatever we got. I ain't got much. I ain't got no debt. I only got my car note. Throw it on the car note, baby. We gonna pay off your car along with what you're paying. You know, we're gonna take that 400 and we're gonna throw that on top of your car payment. Shit, I had my car paid off by the winter. You know, and then spring just started. My car paid off by the winter. You know, that put me on track to have this shit paid off in XYZ. Like, cool, my debt will be paid off. Like, let's say it takes you that 400. We invest in that 400 for 2 years on top of what you already paid for your car note, and we still get you pay off your car maybe 3-4 years earlier because we're cutting into that interest and all that shit. You know, it's only gonna take me a year to pay off my debt. Let's say we talking hypothetically. After a year, well, you still got what, 2 years? We gonna cut off another year because I'm gonna give you the rest of this 400. Let's say it take us 6 to 8 months with that 800 you got to get us everything we need for the house. Everything. When I say everything, we get new dining room, new living room, new kitchen shit, and then we bulk everything else. When I say bulk, like maybe get a new bedroom set. Say bulk everything else: toilet paper, toothpaste, mouthwash, hygienic shit, deodorant, body wash. We bulk everything else. We take $400 out of that, for the next 3 months. We'll spend $400 on toilet paper. Like just toilet paper, just toilet paper. We're gonna spend $400 on toothpaste. Just toothpaste, just toothpaste. 400 the next month. We spent $400 on just body wash. The following month, we spend it on just deodorant. We ain't never gonna have to need shit for a while. This is what it means to shop in bulk. Like, man, we ain't never gonna run out of this shit. We gonna run out eventually. Just when it get half, we drop another 200. So we don't got to drop the whole 400. Or if you want, when we run out of $100 worth of shit, we just drop $100. All depends on how much recopping you actually want to do. We could wait till we use out all of them and drop another 400. Or we could wait till we just go through $100 and then recop that $100. But we never less than $400 worth of product. Never have to worry about anything in the house. The only worry should be what we gonna do with the money. Because once we got all the new shit, all new furniture, which should last us another, even if we got kids, it should last us at least 4 years. No less than 4 years. Before we even think like, it look a little worn, don't it? We got 4 years. Before we it looks worn. And we just bought us 3 years worth of supplies. Like financial freedom. That's what financial freedom looks like. You don't have to worry about shit. And that's all just going 50-50, splitting the bills down the middle. Not living outside our means. You know what I mean? Let me hear you in the back if you hear what I'm saying. I know I'm the GOAT. Thank you, thank you. I hear the GOAT chants. MVP, MVP, MVP. I want y'all to know I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. But I believe in living in happiness. Either you with the program or you not. I'm not fucking with no bitch that ain't with the program. I said the last bitch. Crazy. Because we were getting paid, I was getting paid by the government to watch her kids. You know, she work at night, so they don't pay for necessarily a daycare because she don't need a daycare. She need a service that'll watch the kids at night. So it's a program that pay family and friends or whoever to watch the kid. I got into the program. The money from the program alone covers our bills, our rent, and electricity. I'm working. She's working. We got all this money that we could store in our pockets. All this bitch had to do was work on the home. We got a home to build first. Work on the inside before you want to take your ass outside. But she preferred to take her ass outside versus be inside. I'm not dealing with that shit. If you don't see the importance of house come first, I'm not with that shit with you. Left that bitch there. I voiced my opinion and how I felt, and she like, fuck you, you can't tell me shit. Then proceed to show me I can't tell her shit. So, there we go, bitch. I gotta go. I'm not setting myself up for failure. That just doing that alone paid our bills, our household bills, our monthly expenses.
Test. Intriguing.
And we both work, bringing in a decent amount of money. But she chose, she want to be out there. Your spare time belongs here. Your off days belongs here in the house. It's just mandatory. Let's get stable as a household first before we all like, oh, we want to do this, we want to do that. You know, gonna go this way. What you gonna go do? Be over here. No. Before we decide to find our own fun out there in the world, let's make sure we're together in the house. We're a unit. But no. Can't tell bitches shit. And then she wanted some money because she was a gambler. That pissed me off too. That she's a gambler. She's a gambling addict. I'm straight. But she wanted like $70,000. She didn't bring home that check. I wouldn't have believed it. Thought she was out tricking. But once she got that, you really can't tell her shit. But that ain't got shit to do with you being the woman of this house. Either you want to be the woman in this house or not. I'm going to be sitting here missing work or late for work because your ass want to be out gambling, tricking off money. She didn't bring home a $70,000 check. She won a little bit more. She brought home like $60,000 and then cashed out $10K. She like, you can't tell me shit. I can tell you, you're not the woman of this house. You ain't doing woman of this house shit. Like, I gotta be at work at 9. Even if you made all this money out gambling, you should have had your ass home by 8. I gotta be at work at 9. Should have been back in this house at 8 because your youngest child don't go to school. It's not like I could just leave the house and leave a 4-year-old in the fucking house. So you know your responsibility. Call her, bitch. Fuck you at? You know? I couldn't bring my phone to the table. And, you know, that's why that when I won, because I won so much money, they forced me to get a room because they like it's a safety hazard, XYZ. Like, yeah, bitch, sounds sus to me. She brought home and she like, look. Before you start tripping, look. I'm not lying. Oh, I was ready to leave your ass. You lucky. None of that shit mattered to me. That's your money. No, it's not my money. I'm not gonna sit here and use you for your money. Take care of mine. Take care of my kid. Your money don't make, you know, you're not fucking with a nigga that's broke, that's poor. I might be a little broke. I'm not broke. A little poor. I'm not broke. You know? That shit, though, you know, it's unacceptable. Because you know what time I got to be at work. You know, I can't, when she finally called, she like, just leave her there. I'll be home in a minute. You know? But at this time, it's already 8:30. Because I just took a son to school. It's like, leave her there. Hey! It's like, leave her there. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable. You know what time this bitch got in the house? 10 o'clock. So you wanted me to leave a 8-year-old. Not an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old. Because she was too young to go to school. Want me to leave a 3-4-year-old in the house for an hour and a half by herself? Second strike. Irresponsible bitch.
All creatures of darkness must fall.
No. And the thing that really killed her was when my daughter finally came in, because her mother was already being a bitch. Finally get her over. I'm like, I'm excited, like, yeah, my daughter about to come over and woo out the band. You know, she had a look on her face. So the fuck what? Fuck up. That was the third strike. Can't, you know, some people can't hide their face. But somebody that played cards, you know, she sure couldn't hide her poker face when it came to that. She tried to play nice, don't get me wrong. She ain't treated no way. poker face. She like, you know. She like, I guess it's it's scary. Daughter's one of the most important women in my life, and she do got a little bit to say. She like you or not, you treat her the wrong way. That matters. Some people that I never get along with because of the way they treated my daughter. That's family. You know. So, like I said, some women can't walk and chew gum. Some women too involved in their self, too self-absorbed to understand. Too absorbed in themselves. Fuck are you? I ain't going 50-50. What type of man want to go 50-50? Why you singles paying full? Paying 100%. It's after 1 o'clock already. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy that's happy. Happy, gaming, not just getting in shape, but staying in shape. Because right now, I'm on a quest for my six pack. You know, in shape, just on the quest for my six pack. I game in my free time. 38 with a 22-year-old girlfriend. And I didn't have to chase her. We just kind of bumped into each other. I said I wasn't looking for no one. You know, found peace in my celibacy. Went 3 years celibate. So I found my peace. What do I know? Tries to run her off. Like, you don't want me? Run, bitch, run. Like, fuck that. You mine now, sucker. Like, girl, 38 with a 16-year-old. What you gonna do with a 16-year-old stepdaughter? Not shit. This ain't this ain't what you want. If you want some dick, you might could get that. I don't know. I challenge accepted, motherfucker. Like, what challenge? I didn't issue a challenge. You know? So there's that. Ugh. That comes from finding my happy place. I don't care about the next person. Not that I don't care. Not like, oh, I'm just a carefree person. I don't give a fuck. No, it's not like I don't give a fuck. It's just your happiness ain't gonna make me happy unless we decide to try to be happy together. Past 10 years, I've been working on myself, working on my family, working on staying in shape. At least for the latter half, past six, I've been working on my 5, 6. I've been working on staying in shape. You know, quit drinking within the past 10 years. I stopped drinking before I turned 30. Uh, on and off with the smoking. I could go. I could go for a year without smoking. Then I might smoke for a month or a month and a half. Then I'll give it up for another 6 months. And that's just for discipline reasons. Like, do I have the discipline? Like, yeah. But why do you do it then? Because I can. Free will. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, good. I, I give a shit. And I say I don't care. Your happiness not gonna make me happy unless your happiness is part of my happiness. We have the same things that make us happy. Worrying about myself. Like they say, worry about your own self. You're right. It's not a selfish thing to want to, like, can't nobody else make you happy. Just went through that conversation, right? Nobody else can make you happy. It's up to you to find your happiness. So if nobody else can make you happy, why worry about pleasing somebody else with your actions? Like gay, straight, all that shit. As long as you ain't hurting nobody and it's legal, you know, what do it matter? People to be mad. My God. just gonna be mad. I ain't forcing the motherfucker to do shit. I'm here because the motherfucker wanted me here. If they didn't want me here, I wouldn't be here because I don't go nowhere I'm not wanted. It's a mutual understanding that I'm here because you want me here. I was invited here like a vampire. Regardless of who lived in the house, felt. No, my brother don't like you. My mama don't like you. My papa don't like you. Well, good thing I'm not trying to fuck them. But we ain't went through that yet. My father actually likes me, but I don't think he knows what's going on. You know, that's because I pick her up from work and shit. You know, me. I carry myself respectable because I try to be respectable. Like, I like that guy. Like, really? We got something in common, father. What? All the argument is he's a little older than you, or she's a little younger than you. That's the only real argument. But to be like bad for a motherfucker, can't say I'm bad for a motherfucker. I was telling motherfuckers to run, run. I got grown man problems. Trying to figure out how to get my daughter out. You don't want these problems, boo. She's like, shut up. We all deserve some love. Let me love you. Get away from me. Somehow she broke the barrier. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This will be my last match. No. So we were sitting there talking. We were laying there talking the other day. I'm like, here's what we're going to do. Because right now, technically, she's my secret girlfriend. Because we work together, though. And we give it a year. We survive a year. Faithful, all that stuff. Then we'll start letting people figure it out. We could drop hints, tell people. Because we're already a year in. Then we'll fight that. See where we're at next year. Get people in your ear. Telling you this and telling you that. We survive another year. We move in together. A year after we move in together, we'll be 3 years in. If things going pretty good, we can get married. I'll propose. No, I was like, we could get married. I'll marry her. And then we're going to keep it secret. We ain't going to tell nobody for a year. And then on our anniversary, we'll propose to her in front of everybody. So that we can have an official wedding and that people will pay for it. And then our wedding day, we're gonna let people know we're renewing our vows. And like, so we're here to renew the vows. I'm already married because none of this shit matters. It's just superficial. Part of finding my happiness was I'm only dating women I like. I not even technically like. I'm only dating women that I love. I ain't told her I love her yet. I got a type that I like and love. Like I like a certain type, and if the personality matches the type, I'm in love already. It's up to you to say or do some shit that breaks the trust for me not to love. You know? And people to do that. They say and do some shit for you to be like, okay, you're not my forever person. It don't mean I love you less unless they do some real fucked up shit. But you're just not my forever person. Even though it could have been. All people ain't the same, but people do fit certain things, you know. Like you got a type. Ain't nothing wrong with having a type. You know? That's why I like when gold diggers like because a gold digger know gold when she see it. I might not have it, but she knows gold when she see it. I don't have it because I am gold. You know? But she knows gold when she sees it. Just like a pimp knows a hoe when he sees a hoe. Get me? You could be off a little bit. Like, damn. One more breakup. And that bitch going to the streets and she ain't never coming back. I just called her I called her before the breakup. For the next heartbreak. You know? Right one, wrong time. So, you know? But I'm only dating women with the potential for me to fall in love. I only date women I like. I've dated women I don't necessarily like. When I say don't like, ain't my type. Might be weight wise, might be mentality wise. But it's like I'm not shallow. Everybody got their pluses along with minuses. She might be minus in weight, but she's plus in gold. She got a heart of gold. You know? She might not be the greatest person. That bitch got a little bit of money. know? She got a smoking body. Damn, this bitch done. Plus and minuses. Two things you gotta have. You gotta meet the height requirement. While there is, oh, wait, there's a min-max when it comes to weight. Just got, and then some brains. Really, it's height. The men, you're within the min-max weight requirement, and you like me. Like you like me, like me. That's my 3 requirements. That's my big 3. Height, min-max, and weight, and you like me, like me. To the point where it's kind of toxic. When I say kind of toxic, because sometimes you fall into the pattern of, she looked like your last girlfriend, or he looks like your last boyfriend. They don't exactly look alike, but they kind of act similar. Just hopefully you're picking the right trait. But you're like, that's just who you love. The former version of who you love, which would be your ex, they're just not the version that love you back. Somewhere within the version, within the parameters of who you love, will love you back. Just find the one that love you back. But y'all been dating each other for so long. It's the one that's going to treat you right, love you back as an individual, not just the type. But I tell my boo, look, I'm trying to get to know the individual. Make sure my energy placed in the individual is placed right. There ain't no doubt that I love the type. But the individual, person, you know what I mean? Height might take you out of wifey category. That don't mean it don't take you out of being fuckable. White might take you out of wifey category, take you out of being fuckable. Looks are iffy. Can't have everything. At least if you're not the greatest looking, have a smoking body and be smart. Take intelligence and hotness over being the best looking. Just hope I can look at you. I want to not be able to look at you. Oh shit! I want to be scared every morning. Like, baby, why every morning you wake up with your back turned? Every morning you're facing me, open my eyes, like, ugh. I know you do it on purpose. 'Cause I know you're awake. You just turn your back before you say good morning and stuff. Let's hear, baby. You scare me. You scare me. You know, there is a min max. Like, you still got to be, when it comes to proportions, there is a, ah, if you had a little bit more on it, you know what I mean? You got to fall within the parameters. If you had a little bit less. Now, if you're willing to exercise, we might be able to compromise. That's why I say individual versus, you know, the type. Because an individual could, in so many words, break the mold. No, I want to marry a woman shorter than me. Makes me feel confident. It makes me feel secure. You know? For a shorter woman. Min max weight. Hey, I don't get any smaller. But let's say she's a little smaller. She fits the high requirement. Brains, looks. Like, how willing are you to exercise? Because I'll feed your ass as long as you're willing to do some squats. Like a nice butt. Oh, hips and ass. I'll feed you as long as you're willing to do some squats. You know? Because most people think that exercise is only for bigger people. Like, nah, if I feed you and you just lay there and don't do nothing, you're going to get a bare belly. You're not going to put the weight where it needs to be. Hey, shoes untied. Oh, wasn't me. I love you too. No min max. That'll be like, let me get my hands on you, baby. You know what I mean? Stop moving. Min max. Like a little bit of exercise, a diet, will put you back within the range. But a person that don't want to exercise, they'll never be in that range. You know?
There are worse fates than death.
Put a ring on. You gotta meet a few requirements. I ain't just giving out rings all willy nilly. Only one person, two so far, has been deserving of a ring. One proposed to me. It's just like I deserve to propose to you. I proposed to the other one. She was like, I can't do it. In my entire life, only two. There's one, and I'm like, there's actually two. I'm like, shit. I'm willing to see where it goes, but we never got the chance. That's life. Anyway, I am going to end the stream here, wash my ass, gather my shit. I'll be downstairs with the rest of the family, gaming, streaming. So, you ready?